I
I'm
like
gonna
it.
be honest. I haven't been crazy about their drafts the last couple of days. We saw the position 3 Dazzle. I didn't like that one at all. We
It
see the Storm
won.
Spirit up against the Quap. It did win, but the game was much harder than it needed to be. And then you're just gonna say, "But it won."
It did win, neph.
It did win. I'll give you that.
Offlane
Okay.
Dazzle, 100% win rate.
Yeah. Whatever, man. All right. They're gonna need some sort of hero with a little bit more lockdown to deal with the Storm Spirit. Do you think they take something like a Lion or a Shadow Shaman here, or what? Or do you think the Spirit Break will be pause 4? They need to grab
I don't
a
think you want to
3
run Spirit
lockdown.
Breaker as a position 3 into a Dark Willow. Like I think that just makes your game like really rough. So I think you do just need to have control coming out from your offlane
Mhm.
instead. The question is, what can you actually pick that's safe? You know, the Mars is already banned. Tidehunter, not necessarily fast enough when it comes to the Ravage, but you could still go for it.
Yeah. Anything else coming to mind?
You could go for a ranged offlane since you do have the Spirit Breaker. The question is which ones, right? Like you have a couple that you could, like the Death Prophet, which isn't bad in the form of the Silence, doesn't have an actual stun, but you can play around Exo pretty well.
What about Night Stalker?
Just heroes just fallen off so much is the problem. And Beastmaster provides a lot of vision that kind of counteracts the Night Stalker. One of the things he likes to do is play around his bonus vision, but sometimes you're just playing into Hawk vision as well.
Yeah, so I suppose that makes it things a little bit too tricky.
Admiral Kunka.
Uh,
Simple enough. Safe lane Kunkka, I guess.
yeah, yeah, simple enough. I'm not crazy about it. Um, it's like almost certainly going to be the safe lane Kunkka. We did see like a safe lane Queen of Pain a couple of times in the Chinese DPC. That was Kagome who ended up picking it up on LBZS, right?
Yeah. It
Five
was a little
But
interesting. They were the only team that really flexed that one, but
yeah, nobody else does that. I haven't seen it in any games that I've watched, anyways, outside of those.
nah, same.
50 seconds of reserve time left for Lava. If you're sure this is going to be a position 1 Kunkka, I feel like you still need a little bit more damage on your side. I mean, if you're playing the Beastmaster, the Ogre Magi, I don't think you have a great way of dealing with the Helm of the Overlord creeps from the Beastmaster yet. Kunkka's alright at it, but like one of the main heroes that come to mind that can kind of control the Beastmaster and his units is Mars, but that's already been banned out. Tidehunter's okay. Again, Tidehunter's still in the pool.
That's what I said. Tidehunter's still in the pool.
Yeah. Uh, why not just go for Tidehunter here?
Like I said it's
Oh, shit. They're getting rid of Darks here. You think they'll take Luna or Medusa?
for Lava.
Yeah.
It's a pretty safe game for either of those
10
heroes, to be
seconds.
honest. Like, and Kotaro does love both of them. His Medusa is very scary.
Seconds.
It's something that's respect banned a lot against this hero, so we'll probably see the Medusa ban coming next.
Yeah, I hope they ban out to the Medusa. Yeah, but they got rid of the Darkseer here. They countered that ban out with the Templar Assassin. It's almost certainly going to be Medusa or Luna coming out on the side of Lava. So you can only ban one of those two heroes.
Dire's turn to battle.
Legion
Legion
Commander.
Commander.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be Luna.
Luna does play faster. Medusa ends up just being a very unstoppable hero. They go for the Terror Blade. Okay. That kind of fills the same void. One of these
Mhm.
like very heavy right click team fight cooldown dependent heroes.
Yeah, when I see the Legion Commander ban, I'm afraid of something like an anti-mage, but you don't pick an AM into the Shadow Demon, do you?
No, usually not. It's
Yeah.
pretty rough.
10
You just get
seconds.
disrupted. He just goes disruption level 1 in lane, and you just can't put any points in mana burn.
Mhm.
5 seconds.
And then just
I
like
mean,
eliminates like the whole reason you pick anti mage is to just like bully out enemy offlaners with mana burn.
Must choose.
It's gonna be the Medusa. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it's
I saw the
it's
Legion
a
Commander. I thought
Kotaro
it might be
classic.
the Luna, but yeah, the Medusa is the one they ended up going for, and this will bring them into the late game. You know, they kind of lack damage prior to that one, or like late game scaling. Like Heavenly Overlord is great. Dark Willow is amazing
10
early game damage for a
seconds.
support. Storm Spirit's pretty good in the early mid game as well, but late they would
5
fall off. Medusa's going to
seconds
solve a lot of those
remaining.
problems for you. So, how is Infamous going to counter this one out? That's my question. It's you think it's going to be an offlaner, right?
That would be my guess. I'm just wondering what you can take into the offlane that actually beats the Medusa. Honestly, the Viper once again is on the table here. something that
Pango?
can put up a lot of pressure into the Medusa. Pango's pretty good as well. Pango's probably the safest pick, and it is something that we've seen Sacred play a lot.
Mhm.
It just comes down to whether or not you want to play the Pango into the Beastmaster, because Roar is a rough situation.
Choose your hero.
So that's
Go
an
for a
off-lane
Snapfire.
Spirit Breaker with a 4 Snapfire. No, 4.
Nope.
It is going to be Sacred Snapfire. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Sacred Snapfire, position 3. I think it's pretty bad. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I didn't say it.
I'm
I
not a
didn't
big-
say it, but I was thinking.
I'm not a
it.
big fan of it, but you know, these players obviously know a lot that I don't. Otherwise, they would be on the casting desk if they were clueless, and I would be playing the game for large sums of money like they are.
This is true. This is true.
So they probably know something that I don't hear about this one. It's decent. I mean, I feel like you're not counting out the heroes in lane super hard with the Snapfire either. Medusa, you're going to struggle to burst down with the cookie and the scatter blast. I don't know. I would say that I prefer the draft on the side of Lava, especially if Kataro can make it to anything close to the late game. I'm worried about Leo Style, my boy, on the Stormspirit up against the Queen of Pain as well. The Quap just does this lane so incredibly well, especially ever since they gave Shadow Strike extra healing onto your hero. It makes it that much more difficult for you to trade with the Queen of Pain as the Storm Spirit. Even that 1-1-1 build, the Queen of Pain will just like out sustain you and you'll end up dropping a little bit too low. So he's gonna have his work cut out for him. Probably around the level 4 mark, could be forced to go over to the jungle, but we'll see if they end up planting down some early wards in order to counter that one out. Or counter the jungle movements from the Storm Spirit out. Immediate pause as we get into this one. But yeah, it's going to be the duty of some of these supports on Infamous to move over into the triangle or the jungle camps near the mid lane
Stupid.
and center them up.
Stupid.
Step lively now.
Brave.
Your admiral is on board.
Stupid.
Let's do this. Good.
All right. Excited for this one. Honestly, this should be an absolute blast of a game. I've been wanting to see these two teams go head to head. A lot of people, like you were talking about, probably just watched Infamous take second place in the South American regional finals. Lava, obviously, looking very good so far in this tournament, though, as well. So I think this should be a really sick game.
Friend. Hello, friend.
I want to see recovery from Lava, though. I'm going to be real with you. Lava, they've been... they ended up in 5th place. 5th? 5th. You're not reacting to this at all, Ricky.
Oh, sorry. I muted my mic to move my desk. I was like, what do you mean? I'm definitely talking. I mean, I don't make those mistakes. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you wouldn't have.
It was
You're a production
Jerry
guy,
making
Jerry.
a production issue. Unbelievable. Can't believe that guy.
But yeah, 5th place they ended up on in Lava in the DPC region, so they didn't end up getting the chance to play regional finals. So.
Yeah,
The chance to.
they had a rough TI and post TI, right? Like they were kind of in a slump, but they're pulling things back. I would say they're starting to look pretty good again.
Yeah. I mean, they looked pretty good yesterday. They were saying they were ready to be to qualify for the international again yesterday, and they had a lot of confidence today coming into the lobby. There was a lot of chatter from the teams.
I was gonna say we were asking about it today.
They're in a
and,
pretty good mood.
Moose, aka Kim, or Kim, aka Moose.
No. We don't need to tell the story.
No, he was saying he's like, yeah, we qualifying, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not carrying on to the second half of the story. We don't need to go there.
All right, nice.
I'm not trying to ruin this man's career now. Come on.
Hello, friend.
Now you make it sound like you said something awful. It wasn't that bad, you guys. It's
I'm
fine.
just messing around. I would never talk ill of the players. I have a lot of respect for these guys.
Yeah. Absolute gamers. All right, looks like we're back in it. Snapfire reconnected. I want to see how these first couple of waves go here in the mid lane. Whether Alone is going to put the first point into Shadow Strike, try to trade with Leo style, or go first point Scream in order to scare himself. See, all right, he's gone Scream here. Leo style actually didn't manage to get that creep there with his first static remnant.
It happens, you know. They do have one deny each, though, so. All right, Storm Quap, super boring lane. It's not going to be that interesting. Meanwhile, bottom, Sacred getting bullied by an Ogre. Catyu slapping him with his big stick. Gonna hit him up with that Ignite. Sacred, he's got a couple seconds until the next Scatter Blast, so we'll be able to live because of it.
Yeah, but he survives this one. I mean, double gauntlet means he's a lot tankier than you'd normally think. So Catchu, he's a long way from home. I'm pretty sure he just dies here.
He just drops. Oh, unless he gets bashed. Okay.
Wait,
Scatter Blast in one.
Might
He
go down.
got
The
him.
creeps will finish him off.
So a 1-for-1. You end up being pretty happy, honestly, if you're Catyu, because you still get the offlane Snapfire. You do get the first blood gold over to Michael, but Kataro is just farming a creep wave solo behind his tower. So I think he's pretty okay with the state of the game.
Yeah, I mean, you're making space right now for the Medusa. You can bring Medusa some tangos as well. Her courier actually died with the tangos on it. Michael managed to find that one. Elsewhere on the map, up in the top lane, Kim is taking a lot of damage here from Affliction. He was trying to stack things up.
Speaking of stacking things up, stacking up Shadow Poison. You like that? You like that?
Nice.
Pretty
Yeah,
nice.
that was good.
He's got a disruption as well. Can drop that one in a moment. I'm surprised he didn't go for it. He could have gotten to the 5th stack if he did.
It's not a ton of damage at the early levels anymore. It scales super well, though. So I guess he just didn't want to waste too much mana, especially if he wasn't able to finish him off. You have to be a little bit careful about, you know, how much harass you have if you end up burning through all your mana at the start. And doesn't have any clarities or mangoes. He's got some ferrying out to himself right now, but would have been a little bit questionable. Lumiere might just die.
Yeah, Lumiere, he's going to pop the Fairy Fire underneath his tower, but Frank doesn't look like he wants to stop. He's going to have to, though. He's going to send the boars in, try and do what harassment damage he can. I guess he was more preoccupied or more concerned about getting the safe lane pull rather than finishing off the kill. He absolutely had kill. He had what some would refer to as lethal on Kim there if he wanted to go for it. So it's a little bit interesting for him to back off like that, but ends up kind of resetting the lane. So Lumiere, he's going to be okay. Does need to be careful, though, as getting ran down like that by a Beastmaster is very easy when the lane is that far forward.
Yeah. I wanted to turn my eyes back over the mid lane if I had a chance to. They actually didn't end up throwing any wards over the camp for the Storm Spirit, so it does make his matchup against Storm easier. Top lane?
Ooh, yeah, they get the... I mean, there's just... I see heroes falling low bottom as well. We're going to jump back over. Kataro? Looks like he's going to be okay for the moment. Able to dodge out Michael. Beastmaster, some Fairy Fires being popped. Lumiere in trouble. Shadow Realm gets the kill. Medusa dies bottom. Shadow Demon dies as well. Okay.
Well, heroes dying all over the map, but yeah, he managed to get himself a double kill.
And he
just
denies the
suicide
tower.
to the tower.
Yeah.
Wants to be able to come back into the game. So top lane, excellent start for them. Elsewhere on the map, things not going so hot.
I'm not really sure
On the
what the
bottom
build
lane.
is going to be here on Sacred's like offlane Snapfire. Ooh, Storm, mid lane. Needs some help. Dagger might take him down, and it does. Alone gets the solo kill, and now looking to chase after Kim. He's going to pop that Shadow Realm to keep himself alive, but Bottle up underneath the tower. Another dagger comes out. That damage, it's going to be more than enough, I think, to take down this Dark Willow. Actually, Kim, wait, he has his bottle. He refilled it underneath the tower. He's trying to bottle through it. Is it going to be enough? It's not. Alone ends up getting 2 kills in the mid lane. Meanwhile, bottom lane,
He's got a stick.
another double kill. Alone blinks on over, grabs himself a water rune, so he's going to be okay. Leostout doesn't have his bottle right now.
He does not.
And there's no
which
TP
makes
on the
him
Dark Willow because she TP'd mid to
for
refill it.
34 seconds. Oh my god, Leo Styles lane is griefed.
Yeah.
Oh, he can't do anything. He can't go to the
Oh,
lane.
the Ogre is coming mid with his bottle. The Ogre died bottom. He's like, don't worry, bro. I got you. I'll bring your bottle.
Yeah, she
All
died. Did he suicide for that one, or did he just like...
He just died bottom after the double kill,
Okay.
I think. I don't know. There's
no,
a
he's been
lot
there for a
happening in these
while.
lanes.
Yeah? But he had
6
no
to
choice but to do
6.
that.
At 5 minutes, we have 12 kills. You know, in a game of League of Legends, you'd be lucky to get 12 kills before it ended.
I don't know what that game is.
It's bad. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. Man, Leo Styles lane was like super grief part of that. It's still pretty bad. There was you're a full 2 levels up on the Storm Spirit
it's
right
like,
now.
well, he's about to hit level 7 on Queen of Pain, and he is still level 4 on the Storm Spirit. So
Yeah, he's about to hit 5. But this is what I talked about. They definitely need to like move into the jungle here. And again, I'm surprised they haven't just started warding up all the camps for the Storm Spirit, so he's not able to do anything.
DD Rune bottom from Michael. Charge is going to come in on over to Katyu, and with the 3 points in Dagger, easy to chase him down. They've still got Blink available. He's going to be able to follow that one up. Michael gets the last hit.
Yeah. Doesn't end up committing that screen. No point. Not worth committing the mana. Kim is just forced to soak up XP here in the mid lane, so they don't take a complete loss off of this one. But Leo Style moved in the jungle. He couldn't clear up that many creep camps. He got super unlucky with the things that he ran into. Mud Golems over in the medium camp. The Hell Bears over in the hard one. His game is so hard, man.
Looking to dive Kataro bottom potentially as he does come in with the charge, but Sacred, he's come very far forward for this. And the Fire Blast set up here, the return from Katyu. Is it enough to bring him down? It's going to be saved thanks to the raindrops. Value purchase there indeed, as he's going to salve up underneath his tower.
I mean, alone making a failed rotation over here by the middle of the Storm Spirit. He's not level 6 yet. He's going to die.
Yeah, it's looking rough. They got a Sonic Wave available. I'm sure they'll let that one rip in just a second. There it goes. I'm not sure if you saw, but Sacred like TP back to tower, popped a salve, and then got hit by like a max bounce Mystic Snake off the creep wave and lost all of his health.
Roar comes out into Lumiere. It looks like he's just going to die.
Oh my goodness. All right. If there's not there's not one lane, like every single lane is a disaster for the opposite team. It's alone mid lane, gets caught by the ignite, has to pop the stick, blinks away, so he will survive.
There's actually 2 bounty runes up there inside the triangle right now. If Alone realizes that, he could just get back up to full. Oh, look at him! Kim!
You all right there? Did he? It was close. It was close.
It was close.
I don't know if he had damage though. Like 200 health.
It was a level 3 Bramble. It would have kept him in place for 2 seconds, so we could have hit him with a Shadow Realm as well. That would have done like more than 300 damage.
Your admiral is on board. Dire's top tower.
I think it's fine. I was never concerned. I'm sure that I didn't sound like it.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, Michael, I think that he saw the 2 bounty runes there. These are just appreciating in value, though.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, we'll get those later. Charge out from Michael onto the bottom, just chasing down Kataro. He's just going to refill his mana there. Thank you.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, top lane Affliction with the disruption as he's just going to try and walk away from the Ogre. Okay, so 7 to 8. This game has been an absolute bloodbath so far, which is exactly what I expected from these 2 teams. A slight gold advantage for the side of Lava.
Yes. The only issue is that your mid is way weaker than the enemy team's mid. Right now, the Queen of Pain has more than 1,000 net worth on you. And I think like 2... Yeah, about 2 levels as well.
Kataro Medusa, though.
Kataro
Kataro Medusa. That's what we're going to be talking about quite a bit this game.
Leo Stein managed to find himself a regen rune, though, so it's going to help him catch back up to the Queen of Pain. As long as you have mana, you're able to keep yourself farmed up on the Storm. You do farm a lot faster than the Quap, but again, you've had a much more difficult game.
Yeah, as long as Leo Style can find some levels, he'll be okay. Storm still does a lot once he has like his 4th point in Remnant, some points in Overload as well.
Yep. Yeah, it puts another point into Overload. So now he's going to start looking for kills, I think.
You got Frank the Tank doing work on the Beastmaster in the offlane, right? Like he managed to shut down the Kunkka pretty heavily. He's got his Helm of the Dominator done on his way to the Overlord. So he's applying a lot of map pressure. Meanwhile, Leo Style mid, the charge coming through. Again, easy to dodge on the Storm Spirit for that very reason. Thinking about turning around. Bulldoze has expired, so Curse Crown going to set him up for a moment, but they don't have any follow-up, so they're just going to try and take their time to continue farming up on these other heroes as Medusa. Clearing out jungle stacks. Frank pushing a tier 2 tower. I mean, they're feeling pretty good here on the side of Lava. Bottom tier 1's going to go down to Sacred.
Alone comes up here into the top lane. End up losing the Centaur creep. Into the jungle, Spear Breaker, Curse Crowned again, but they're not going to follow up on this one. Instead, Kim is going to be the one in trouble.
They got Sonic Wave. They might just go for the kill. They don't even need it. blink on forward. One more auto attack there from Alone. Gets the kill. Meanwhile, near Roshan, Lumiere with an X. Gonna set up a kill onto Cat.U as Sacred snipes him on the Snapfire. So good rotation from Snap here out of the bottom lane to assist with this one. And now 7-10.
This is making space for the Stormthrower to catch back up, though. As long as you're keeping the Queen of Pain busy, things aren't awful for you. Actually sitting on a lot of net worth on Alone right now as well. I think he's still deciding if he wants to go Orchid as his first item, but yeah, he just sends himself out power treads. He didn't even have boots yet.
Yeah,
he's
no,
getting more, right?
Why not? Okay, he is going to go the Orchid. I was curious because the build is either the Orchid or the Kaya Sanj, but
he's going to Orchid before
Orchid
boots.
first.
Is it effective to just not go boots on the Queen of Pain, go Orchid first?
I thought you said you just bought power treads.
He did, then he sold them, and then he got the Oblivion Staff.
Yeah, why not? Top lane charge onto the Beastmaster.
Yeah, he's dead.
Will connect. You got the Nether Strike to follow right into the hands of the Shadow Demon with the Demonic Purge. Beastmaster, not a lot that you can do here. Almost gets the Roar off. Well, Terrorize. Is it going to be enough to save him? Roar does come through. Bedlam as well as Kataro with the rotation in from the Medusa. Yeah, you get the Beastmaster, but it cost you two. And Kataro picking up these kills is pretty dang worth it.
Well, Kataro ended up grabbing a courier there, and then Kim ended up getting a kill off of the Kunkka, but still, Kataro, you mentioned, this is one of the heroes he is incredibly scary on. If he manages to get to the late game here, it's not going to matter a whole lot. The Stormthrower hasn't had the best early game. I don't think he'll have damage to get through this Medusa. Not if your safe lane carry is a Kunkka.
Invis, Queen of Pain top, looking for the Storm Spirit. He doesn't have a lot of mana. Alone goes in. The charge is there
dead
as well. He's pump faking the Sonic Wave. He lets it rip. He ends up clipping him. But he's now out of mana.
Connecting.
Wait, Michael's charge got canceled. And it doesn't matter. Alone still ends up falling. Or ends up finding the kill there onto Leo style. Kim inside the Roche pit. Not much health, not much mana to work with. So, in some trouble, you could say. Charged right into the Bramble. Kim, no way, gets TP out. Good attempt, though.
Now there's your Orchid completed on the Queen of Pain. Flying out to announce these kills on the Stormthrower are going to become even easier.
That was a very
the
fast
pump
Orchid.
fakes. The pump fakes of the Sonic Wave were hilarious, by the way. I mean, I guess it's just respect for Leo style. He knows if he gives him the opportunity to dodge them, he's going to dodge them. Mind games there by two mid players.
It's good stuff, good stuff. Still semi-close in net worth, but it's mostly just the Medusa at the very top that is super farmed. And one thing I do want to point out is, so far, every single game against Lava, the Medusa has been banned out, if I'm not mistaken. They've not given Kataro the opportunity to play this hero yet.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
All right, Leo. What did he just drop on him? I think he was just giving him some bottle charges. Thought they were doing something neat there over the mid lane on Sacred. Was the Blink Dagger, by the way. I keep forgetting this is a 3 Snapfire.
It is. So the Blink Dagger is great for the Ooh, the smoke right underneath the vision of the Hawk, though. So they do know about this on the side of Lava. X here onto the Dark Willow. I'm confused. Okay, he's not going to do anything. He's just going to let Kim clean up the wave. Meanwhile, the smoke, as they move their way top, they do have a ward that was scouted being placed. Thanks to that
Cat.U is going
courier.
to tank this gank. Incredible. Look at the man go. Get out of there, Medusa.
I mean, he can just leave now, right? Can he just walk away?
No, Cat.U's swinging. Cat.U is very dead. Cat.U, a true support, tanking that gank for the Medusa. Take notes, everybody.
Nicely done, nicely done. Man, I really do like the Crimson Axes on Beastmaster. I wish I would have gotten those.
Let's see.
They're very
The
cool.
Crimson Witness. These are from TI. These have to be incredibly expensive.
Yeah, every Crimson item is very expensive.
I don't want that. I will pay rent instead. Thank you.
Gold from my chest.
I would like to be able to afford to live, as cool as those axes are.
That is fair. That's I'll let that one slide.
I don't know what year those are from.
Smoked up. They see Kataro on the Medusa. Doesn't get a chance to drop that. Oh, he's got no mana shield active. And the Orchid doing work there from this Queen of Pain. Because the question is, can they just get... Yeah, they're not going to be able to get out at all on any of these other heroes. They're just going to be able to take down the Medusa. That's the big one that they needed.
Yeah, you want to be able to slow down her Manta Style coming out, but yeah, Chain Stun Orchid came out afterwards before she could activate her Mana Shield, so...
Storm makes it back to base to dodge the X there from Lumiere. And a charge coming out bottom onto Frank. Oh no, it's just on the
time
creeps.
to TP. Oh, okay, never mind then.
He wants the
If he had
Dominator.
hit Frank with it, then it would have been time to leave. He's gonna get it.
That's 100 gold.
Yeah.
Right into the pocket of Sacred.
He's gonna stay down here for now. Come on, use your shovel, man, to give yourself a bounty rune, Frank.
All right, Kitaro not nearly as far ahead as he was after that death as the Queen of Pain starting to really close in, but so is the Kunkka. I mean, in general, the side of Infamous, the cores are pretty farmed.
Much more farmed than their counterparts, yeah. I don't know, Medusa's sitting pretty far ahead of the rest of the heroes, and you have the next three on Infamous. I think they're in okay shape. I was super concerned about Leo style this game, but I think he's managed to make enough of a recovery that acceptable. Obviously, he's doing a lot worse than the Queen of Pain, but he's gonna find ways to contribute to this game. They're only like 1 level up on the Storm Spirit, despite them having like very different kill counts. 0 and 3 on the Storm to the 7 and 0 on the Queen of Pain, so 1 level difference for all that isn't super bad. And they spend a lot of time moving around the map on Infamous, and every time they don't line up with a kill, it greatly benefits Lava, it greatly benefits this Medusa, who, you know, has been farming incredibly quickly with his Bloodlust. Now 2k net worth up on her enemy hero's counterpart, so Kunkka is going to fall off, and
they find Michael here on the Spirit Breaker. He gets the bulldoze off, so trying to survive, but just too much CC. They're able to hold him down, so not a bad find. They end up smoking up right away. I don't think that ward caught any of it, so
they are backing up though. Alone, just to go to the other side of the map. Bottom lane is alone.
Vision coming through. They see the Shadow Demon and jumps Leo style. That's an easy pick off number 2. All right, so despite a pretty rough start here on the Storm Spirit, he's starting to come online. The Kaya, kind of really all you need to start being able to find kills. Meanwhile, Queen of Pain just going straight for the BKB. No boots necessary.
Again, she moves around the map kind of slowly without them, though, and that's been part of their issue. They spend a lot of time not doing enough on Infamous, I feel. And they have a lot of deep wards as well.
Alone goes in. Mortimer hits his Sonic Wave. He's just dead. The damage there from the Soul Burn is more than enough, and Kitaro nearly out of mana as well. Michael trying to make his way up into the high ground. He's going to be able to, but Sacred jumps in, setting up a stun onto the Beastmaster as well. All right, 2 quick kills for the side of Infamous. Really fast reactions from them to try and punish this. He's just going in for more. Queen of Pain with the silence. Kim accepting his fate. He knows he's dead. Cat, you on the backside's like, I don't know about this one. I'm just going to leave. Kitaro, Stone Gaze. Nice dodge there on the boat with the Manta Style. Question is, are they actually even going to stop chasing him? I don't think so. They get the Demonic Purge, but wait a minute. Too much damage from the flak of the tower. They end up losing 3. Oh, no.
Did you see that? Medusa stands her ground, drops the Mystic Snake off on every hero, and goes back up to full mana after almost losing everything.
And
the
Leo
tower
style
flag
with
as
a
well,
quick pick off as well. Yeah, I mean, it was the Bloodlust onto the tower with the flak is what it was. That's why Cat U TP'd to the tower, and now Sacred top lane, dodged by Leo style, gets the kill.
Was that a 5-minute Mystic Snake? I saw her mana just like go
it
back
was
to
5 heroes, yeah. Hit all 5 right underneath the tower. They pop the flak, they Bloodlust the tower, and then they just wipe the entire side of the enemy team. I mean, look at the death summaries. The tower did 540 damage to the Kunkka.
And they just couldn't blow up the Medusa. But yeah, that Bloodlust coming out of the tower. I mean, it was only a level 1, but just the way that it scales the Bloodlust now, I think they changed it around. So I think that I forget the exact change to it, but they reworked like the base attack time, the towers versus their attack speeds. I think like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. So Bloodlust increase just makes them fire off like crazy.
That was so sick.
Of course,
that was such a sick play.
If you don't get the Mystic Snake off on everybody, though, the Medusa does just die there.
Yeah.
Like, she got so much mana from all of that.
It all started with the Manta dodge on the boat, too, right? Like, being able to dodge the boat with that Stone Gaze.
Get into the tower. If she had been stuck in place there, then she definitely goes down. She needed all the distance she could get. So Katara playing that one perfectly. You talked about this at the start of the game, man. Man is scary on the Medusa. I mean,
and that sounds like such a weird thing to say. It's like, oh, this
yeah,
guy's such
it's
a good
two-dimensional
Medusa
hero.
player, but he really is.
Yeah. If you can pull off these manta dodges, if you can, you know, line up Mystic Snakes with multiple heroes in order to make yourself feel so much tankier, then these things do matter.
He also has to have a
almost has his
Grove
hive
bow to
Scotty.
boot on his way to the Eye of Scotty, and he's going to have it here fairly quick, so Kataro becoming super scary if he wasn't already. Of course, the Aegis now picked up after the Roshan.
Yeah, I think next 2 creep waves he'll have it. Just needs another 70 gold, and then once he's got this one, I mean, this Kunkka, that's my issue with position 1 Kunkka. Like, it does not do very well in 1v1 scenarios. And somebody like Medusa, you do not have the damage to break through. Like, you talked about this, yes, if you cleave off of units, the Tidebringer is pretty good, but against somebody like Medusa, who is very tanky, and you're not walking away from him, she has an Eye of Scotty, you very easily lose that 1v1 situation.
So Infamous smoked up right when they saw them taking the bottom tower. Ooh.
Sacred's dead.
Fire. Is he? Curse Crown's
Yes.
coming through. Yeah, he's going to eventually get ran down here. Terrorize as well. Going to send him right back into the team. But Michael here with a sick charge. A lot of damage on the Dark Willow. They just burst her down. And Yao Katyu is alone. It's just going to be a minute before the rest of the team actually gets here. And now Mortimer Kisses ends up just being a double kill for the Snapfire. Time to farm the wave, he says. But now, with Kataro here, the rotation from the Storm Spirit, you're not going to be able to get on out. So a 2-for-1. Honestly, kind of worth it if you're Sacred.
I wasn't paying attention to what the rest of the team was doing while all that was going on. I think they were trying to shove the mid tower or something.
They were cutting mid lane and
over
bot
there.
lane.
Yeah.
Or like farming jungles and stuff.
Maybe they forgot on the side of Lava, this is the core Snapfire. They're like, oh, this hero is surprisingly tanky right now. Has a Sanj, strength, power, treads, and dragon scale, so she just did not go down these heroes by themselves. The charge is going to come out onto Kim.
That is super dead. Leosal goes in, has a DD room, but a sick bash there from Michael. And comes the Orchid. Frank trying to get in range for the Roar, but unable to do so. Leo Style going to continue the chase, though. And that's what we're talking about. Queen of Pain, good in lane, bad in game.
Dude.
That's just how it works. It's like the Storm Spirit
Oh
always...
my god.
No. It's not, I'm
Putting
not
him
saying
on
the
blast.
player, dude. I'm just saying, like, that's the Storm Spirit matchup. Every single time, like, you win the lane, and then Storm Spirit spends the rest of the game running you down.
All right, just this one time I won't gaslight you. Just this one time.
Just this one time, what?
This is one time I won't gaslight you.
Okay.
But yeah, double damage room put in work, and she's gonna realize that she needs a little bit of armor on the co-op now. Grumpy managed to find himself another kill with the assistance of Frank, and now they're going for this tower. I mean, this game looks so good for Infamous, but Katara managed to find himself farmed. Storm Spirit managed to make a recovery.
You never
they're coming
slowed
apart
down
now.
the Medusa. Kataro was always at the top, right? And you had this Storm Spirit, like Leo Style, he was 6th on net worth. He was doing really poorly. But yeah, the hero recovered. He had a ton of space being made in the mid game. Like you were talking about, all these fights that kept breaking out, they were never involving the Storm. And he's back into it off the back of a few big kills. And he's got another
Talbert
regen
now.
rune. Very nice.
Yeah. Kevin Talbert completed on Sacred. This is something I was talking about at the start of the game. They do have heroes that build up into this. I mean, this is going to be like your 5-second disable off on to the Medusa, so it does help a lot, but you still need to put damage into her.
That was actually a really sick play there from Leo Style. He was trying to pop a potential smoke play on the backside. Ends up just wasting, or it doesn't really waste the regen, but using the regen to do so.
Yep.
Aegis gonna expire, obviously. Infamous aware of that when they make this smoke play.
Let's take everyone.
Who's gonna find who is the question. Frank going up onto the high ground, the blink right off the mark from Sacred, but now Leo Style gets some eyes on him, trying to go in for more, grabbing the Snapfire, but instead gets silenced up. He needs help and fast. In comes the rest of the team. The Roar is there to save him. In comes the Terrorize as well. You're gonna lose the Snapfire. Big Sonic Wave, but Leo Style, he's back to the tier 2 tower. Michael, wondering if he was gonna find him, but doesn't. Not today.
Kai Sanj makes him too difficult to bring down. They have to chain their stun just a little bit closer together, and Yule Scepter, of course, get him out of that silence at the very end, so they couldn't finish him off.
He's on his way to a Lincoln's as well, so not opting to go for a BKB this game.
I mean, he's got 2 defensive items already. He's got Kaya Sanj and the Yule Scepter. I don't really feel like he needs a BKB. Lincoln's is like another defensive item, but you can drop it on your allies as well. It seemed reasonable. The BKB isn't going to do like a ton for you against the Spirit Breaker anyways. And that's the hero that's controlling him up, right?
Exactly. Mid lane, Frank, caught for the moment, but with that purge, Leo Styles is going to use the opportunity to find himself a very easy kill once again onto the Shadow Demon. As he's had full rune control. I mean, they've had complete domination over the map, so he just gets to pick up whatever he wants here on the Storm.
Yeah, and he's found a couple of good ones now. I mean, Leo Style making good on his, all of Lava making good on the word, saying that they would be in TI form again after this, before.
Oh, double Yules from Catyu. Forces the BKB from Alone. Kataro from the low ground. They've got vision thanks to this Hawk. You got to be careful. Okay, well, you lose the Ancient Creep. That's unlucky.
Yeah, 250 gold, and they just cleared out the Ancient Stacks themselves. It'll be back up in another couple of seconds, and they'll be able to find themselves something else here for Frank.
And Leo Style picking out the bottom area. He wants to get this tier 2 tower. And Frank gets himself another granite golem, of course. Why not? They're going.
They go over to mid instead of bot.
Yeah, they find Lumiere. His BKB is available. Disruption there from Affliction to try and save him. He's going to have to pop it, but the physical damage there, and then the roar comes through as well. They got the kill. Lumiere is down, sidelined once again. Affliction on the Shadow Demon, targeted by the Storm Spirit. He's out of mana, but doesn't seem to really care all that much. Sacred goes in, tries to set up a kill, maybe onto the Medusa, but she is just so tanky. No chance at all. Pops the Stone Gaze, and there it is. The GG comes through. Lava, man. Just turn this game over so fast.
I mean, Leo's game was so hard from the beginning. I was concerned about the matchup between the Storm Spirit and the Queen of Pain. You know, Quaff obviously wins that one, and it was super bad for Leo, but Katara managed to find enough farm. Eventually, you know, too many movements wasted around the map on the side of Infamous that didn't end up connecting with any heroes, and this position 5 Snapfire felt a little bit lackluster as well, so maybe back to the drawing board for Infamous. Lava kind of doing their own thing, or what they're used to anyways, and they got kind of lost in this Kunkka pick in this position 3 Snapfire, and Alone wasn't able to do things by himself, wasted a little bit too much time while Kataro found himself farm. I do think this Medusa is going to be banned out in the next game. Infamous was not equipped to deal with it.
It was funny. You said a position 5 Snapfire at one point there, and I wasn't sure. I was like, probably I was like,
3.
Hey, I was like, did you say that intentionally? I couldn't, but then you corrected yourself on the next one. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, it was just a really well done game here from Lava. They get a lot of their comfort picks. Leo Style Storm Spirit, he obviously struggled so much, able to recover very easily, and then Kataro Medusa. Sky doesn't miss. So we'll see if they end up banning it out. We've got one more game here on this series, and then another series after that. So stay tuned, everyone. A lot more Dota still to be played here on the BTS Pro Series season number 10. We'll see you after the break.